Today's fresh face, the Panerai Luminor Regatta. And this is not just another Panerai. It is a 23,000 euro watch that comes with added high-tech madness. If Batman needed a watch, this would be his choice. Even the case material has a cryptic name, Carbotech, which is activated carbon. For as far as I know, that's also used in diarrhea pills, but I assume Panerai is using it in a different way. So, what is this watch? It has all the classic Panerai design features. The patented crown guard, the sandwich dial, the big buckle, and the nautical history. Its reference is the PAM 1038, and its name refers to a challenger that competes in the America's Cup. It furthermore is 100 meters waterproof, and its case is massively big. On the movement side, things are anything but straightforward either. The watch is equipped with the caliber P9100R, a very complex movement that was made in a Panerai manufacture in Switzerland. It has a 3-day power reserve and a flyback chronograph. It even has a regatta countdown function, which is absolutely worthless if you're not using it during a yachting challenge, which you obviously aren't. A flyback chronograph is extra complicated because you can use the reset button without first stopping the chronograph. A regatta timer is used for a countdown until the start of a yacht race. But the real news is in the materials used for this watch. I know that not every watch expert will agree with me, but I think Panerai is quite an innovative company. When I visited the manufacturer in 2017, I learned quite a lot. For example, I've got this very impressive diploma for it. But I also learned why they're into all these very high-tech materials. So let me first tell you a little bit more about the history of Panerai. The company might have been founded by Guido Panerai in Florence in 1860, but Panerai as we know it really started in the 90s, when a luxury conglomerate bought the obscure company for a few olives and a pizza. At that point, Panerai had made only a few models for Navy use and a handful of reissues, which showed the enormous appeal of Italian design with Swiss movements. After a few more retro pieces, the brand got some die-hard followers and the myth of Panerai was born. But already back then there were some pitfalls. Retro design is a dead-end road for any brand. Neither did Panerai have any manufacture movements. And building a heritage on Mussolini's elite forces? So, from very early on, Panerai had to build its own legacy. And it did so by looking forward in both design and technique. And they are experimenting a lot with new materials. Panerai, for example, started single-handedly the bronze hype, now still going on in watches. And they're also using a material called BMG Tech, a steel apparently so hard it cracked the floor of the Panerai laboratory, which I've seen wasn't made of cardboard. And then there's this Carbotech, which is basically a glued together sort of carbon fiber, which gives it a distinctive technical look. Panerai was the first to use this material for watches. And it is the same material the hull of the Luna Rossa ship is made of. And the dial is made from its silk cloth. And although the strap is made from calf leather, it feels different and modern. All of these high-tech materials show that Panerai is constantly pushing forward. They're building their own future using the latest technologies to give their watches a quintessentially modern appeal, combining it with some age-old Italian swag. Just look at this beautifully detailed case. It's just spaceship and rocket stuff. No diarrhea pills. There is only one elephant in the room. This watch is huge. I mean, 47 millimeters. I know bell towers that are smaller than that. And that really brings us to the question, is this watch cock or is it cool? And therefore I've perceived a very scientific measuring method called the cock-cool meter. Well, there we go then. That's quite a good score, I think. But it's the first time we're using it, so we don't know yet. But I do know this, my radically honest opinion. It's very expensive, it's made out of spaceship, And if you're out in space, you can actually read the time on it on Earth. So yeah, you'd have to be a lot of man to actually wear it. But if you can, you'll definitely wear it like a boss, because this is a real cool watch. Period.